Good morning. I bid you morning greetings. I'm tired, exhausted, but hey, I'm here. I'm doing this. Anyhow, I don't know what to talk about. There's so much to talk about. Where do I start talking? I don't know. Just say something. Bubba bubba boom 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 bubba bubba boom 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 boom. Anyhow, how y'all doing in the world? Those who have any good left in you across the world. Hi. Just got up early this morning, pondering things, pacing back and forth, always trying to figure out some type of a solution. But it's like, if personnel don't want the solution, and it's been given many times over the course of many years now, in many different vicarious ways, examples included confessions of, myself and my prior weaknesses and stuff, and how I overcame and everything like that, and how to get rid of shame and embarrassment in terms of things that all personnel would once be shamed and embarrassed by because it's a flaw or something that doesn't mirror perfection. How to overcome that and realizing that you're not the only one that feels that way. You're not the only one that has encountered that. You're also not the only one that survived through that. Hey guys, let's bring our stories together and glean. Just a person who's tried everything from a studied aspect, from an observative aspect, from studied mixed with observative aspect, and from their own aspect, and confess that. Let's find a solution, guys. It's a solution to anything. The thing is, you just have to be looking. And all this time, I didn't know these people were taking this as weapons of ammunition against me. I didn't know that. Yeah. But anyhow, they know how, for instance, how this apartment is designed and set up is to break down a person. And most likely over time, you will naturally develop different personalities and shit because other motherfuckers trying to come to the scene and try to help you out because you can't do it your goddamn self. But then I said I have different personalities and stuff like that. I do. Per my brother, you could be a little shell-shocked, what have you, multiple things. But then I say that, oh yeah, we got her. And I think that they might sift through and pull out the personality of me that is the origin of, I'll say, all of us. How we start out sweet, precious, kind, caring, loving, gonna give an extended hand of love and help in any way, shape, fashion, form I can. I think they use magic to pull her out. And then once they pull her out and then start treating her like shit, then that's when I come through and it's time to wreak havoc. Because it's like, you got her fucked up. She's too sweet for that shit. She don't deserve that. She's a princess, She's my princess. I too am princess, but I'm warrior princess. I'll kill a bitch. And I don't give a fuck. Anyway, when the justice system fails you constantly, over and over again, what do you got left? I've seen a lot of people. I haven't done it, but I'm on the verge. That's why I'm crying out for fucking help. Okay? But anyway, I've seen a lot of people who, over time, they take a lot of punches. Ain't no person took as many punches as me in these short 3 years I've been here compared to their whole life or what have you. They just keep going through so much shit, so much shit, so much shit, so much shit over the course of time. I don't know what all methods they would have taken to get it to stop or what have you, besides just acknowledging, hey, don't do me like that. Stop that shit. I don't like that. And just constantly in different people, vicarious things or what have you, and internal conflicts, internal things that they can't tell anyone without being afraid of being a laughing stock or something like that. Inner insecurities from our society, or inner insecurities just from what have you. This whole thing of men are supposed to be big, muscular, and burly, and here I am, a shorter, smaller stature man, and everything like that. Always constantly picked on, berated, talked about this, teased, taunted in a negative way, just so much stuff. And eventually this little guy blows up and does end up going back and killing one, two, or a few of his enemies. You see what I'm saying? And now, but before he gets to the killing, he goes and he, tries to go before the law of his state or area or what have you, and justice is not really rendered. According to that, people could have tampered with, everyone didn't think to record everything and document everything. Only you have, like, for instance, your word, but it's their word against you. I didn't do that. Stop lying. I didn't do that. Motherfuckers lying. You did that to him. You chewed him up and spit him out. You hurled insults and threats and stuff like that. You bullied the fuck out of him and stuff like that. People be going through real shit, y'all. I need y'all to understand that. And I also need y'all to understand that real justice don't be served, a lot of times. And in terms of within these particular states and stuff like that. And I need y'all to understand that you have a real people who really be hurting, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of this stuff you see on the news sometimes, I need you all to think. Switch. I'm not saying that killing is right. I'm not saying go KILL. I didn't nobody say that shit, okay? You're not going to put words in my motherfucking mouth. But over time, if a person is constantly, I do mean constantly fucked with. I was bullied all throughout school, elementary, middle, and high school. And come to find out, a lot of the motherfuckers in Tennessee are from up here in Maryland and DC. I didn't know that. They don't have the average country type of, country or people, because I didn't understand this till I'd start doing an analyzation of everything and doing like a retro. This idiot drugged me from here. My brother, and then my mom, no more my mom, one that I know and any stuff like that. It's a long story. Drugged me killed my uncle through witchcraft, had him get into a fatal accident, and it killed him, and then brought me down here from Upper Marlboro, Landover, Baltimore, then Landover, and then Tennessee, what have you. And he's dead now, preacher, and stuff like that. Very fluent in the word of God, and all that. But my brother made him go use witchcraft. Use witchcraft to go to Christianity. That ain't nothing but the devil. Y'all need to go to church. I'm trying to get y'all to understand some stuff. This nigga is wicked as fuck. Wicked cannot even describe him, okay? What does the church do? The Church of Christ, too. That's the only church that you can be saved in. It's a lot. I don't have time to go there right now. I'm just kind of gracing the territory and stuff like that for where we're going to go eventually with this. But anyway, made my whole family, honey, we mixed, and oh my God, made my family forget that we're of mixed origin and stuff like that. Made my family forget that we all have a lot of wealth. I'm telling you, make it royalty even. Making my family forget it's a lot of stuff. At the end of the day, church does what? Restricts you from everything that you could ever freely and loving one another included too. It does. But anyway, sexuality, all that. You have a lot of people who snap because they can't have the type of sex that they want to. If your body naturally craves something, and you think about it, okay, well, no one is getting hurt by what my body is craving. And if anything, by the time you two get through doing what it is that you need to do, you feel a lot better. You feel a lot lighter. You feel a lot more relaxed. You can think more clear now. You can lie down and take a nap and wake up, just exuberant. That sounds like bodily gratification to me. That sounds like peace. That sounds like peace of mind. That sounds like self-serenity to me. It's a lot of stuff, guys. But anyway, if everyone would just get on and stay on the kumbaya boat and stay there, as much as that lies within them, you wouldn't have people marching around standing in need of justice because they were treated unfairly. They can't prove it. It's that person's word against theirs and all this other stuff. But you would listen to people crumbling before you. They're not lying. They're not using this faux ass sincerity and this alligator tears ass shit. They're sincere. You can see it and you can feel it. And everything per studies will also line up to sincerity as well. They're down there crumbling. And now they in trouble because they ended up retaliating, doing something. People going to jail for life. They don't deserve that. They don't. They don't fucking deserve that shit, man. That's all. Love everybody. Treat everybody how you want to be treated. You know, that's all. You make a mishap somewhere, listen, you can make your mishaps right. Apologize. It's a lot to even be broken down within that. But on the surface, if people would just follow this module here, say, hey, I wouldn't want nobody talking to my kid like that. You know, your son does what he's supposed to do, goes to college, excels, you know, become big time in the company or something, and becomes very affluent and stuff. You know, you don't want some gold digging girl coming to use your son. Use him up. Don't love him. Don't even like him. Just want what comes along with that territory of getting the tabloids with him. You know, it's a lot, guys. End up breaking his heart. And he said he takes her hand in marriage. They end up marrying. You know, she just want the money. She want the fame that comes along with that. Or the lower ended. I don't mean lower in terms of that term. I mean like not in big time news tabloids type of thing, but you know, around the city and the community. I'm with the most affluent guy, you know. And you don't love him. You don't want anyone breaking your son's heart. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta treat everybody the way we wanna be treated. The way we would want someone to treat our children. You know, are my doings as an adult something that would mirror how I want someone to treat my children, girl or boy, with it? You see what I'm saying? We can't use people. This world, per my fucking idiot ass brother, I told you he sold a lot. And it's up to us to, now that I've given what that shit is, now it's up to us to choose to keep choosing what's right. Because in spite of, even to this day, y'all, in spite of the world around us, this is what I would used to preach to DC. Back when I thought some kind of way they just might have a chance, I would say, I see it's very hard up here. I see that no love is given, and so therefore, you're not going to give what you've never received. You know, you're not going to be kind to a person, and no one is seldomly kind to you. You know, I see something, guys, but listen, this is for the world now, but this is similar to what I also told them. In spite of the world around you, every person deep down on the inside of them still know how they want to be treated. Still have a preference of how they would like to be talked to. Still have a preference of how they would like to be addressed. Still have a preference of how if you did on this end yourself made a mistake, you sincerely didn't know or something, or you just made a mistake or something. Mistakes happen sometimes, guys. They do. How would you want someone to entreat you in acknowledging the mistake or admonishing or helping you to do it better next time? How would you talk to them? How would you approach them? You know, how would you want someone to approach you? And you so damn stupid. You don't know not to da-da-da-da. Well, gee, I forgot. This is just my second day on the job. You know, give me a chance to understand. Give me a chance to remember. You know, I heard this is how you're supposed to do it, but now it's hands-on. It's a little different. Gee, give me a chance, you know. Okay, well, you can't be doing too much of that because we got business to take care of. And, you know, listen, guys, it's a lot. Now, this same person who's now a manager and can bark out all kinds of orders and street me to people once needed training and understanding too. And now that you finally got it, however you got it, good, great, bad, or neutral, but now you're in a position to tell somebody else to do something, you treat them like shit. How would you want your daughter? You wouldn't want anyone jumping down on you like that. You would want someone to take in consideration that you're new on a job. Give me a second, you know. That's how they did me at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is one of the most simplest jobs. They have the most simplest cashier system and everything that you could ever, you know, do. But it was a situation that had arisen that was not per training. It was per, oh, we haven't gone over this. This happens sometime. I hadn't got, bitches, what, my second day or something? Oh, maybe could have been my second week. I wasn't there but like a couple of days before one of those managers come through and tried me. And I want to make sure it's done right, because at the end of the day, my responsibility in terms of back to Dollar Tree, of course, customer service, that's A1. But with that customer service, I'm a cashier. I don't want one penny to be missing by way of a mistake, giving too much change back, and you damn sure in this neighborhood not going to my register getting a motherfucking thing, because I will take care of you. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not. Your loud mouth, your words, your guns, that doesn't scare me. I know how to get all that out of your hand and put it to your fucking dome. I don't care, you know. Anyway, damn, I didn't even mean to start talking about them, but they just was talking about talking to people how you want to be talked to, taking consideration that, oh, hey, this is just my second day. I don't know what that looks like and everything, da-da-da-da. But, yes, a Dollar Tree right across the way here. You know, this neighborhood, at least availability of stuff, once was the shit, amazing. Now it's just turned to shit. All the consumer base and manager, including the hiring manager, general manager of Dollar Tree, as well, shit. You know, I went in, I'm a problem solver, I'm a problem navigator. You know, when I first would shop in the store, before I even thought of, I would never work over here, ever. Hell no. All these fucking bums and fucking druggos and all this other stuff come through there, listen. Hell no. They got a smart ass fucking mouth for no fucking reason. You dig in your purse to give them something, they act like that's not good enough. What else you got? Oh, you gonna give me something to eat too? Like, excuse me? It's the audacity for me. So work amongst those people. I damn didn't even want to shop there. But sometimes, hey, the economy, listen, sometimes you left with no choice. You want to hold on to the coins you do got, shit, because of their ass. They set up there and got this whole CVS closed down. From all, listen, I know nowadays y'all going to like stores like CVS, Walgreens, Walmart even, a lot of stuff is now locked up. Stuff that you can steal and boost. Or stuff that's most likely to be stolen first and foremost. Detergent, you can't even buy detergent. From the company stealing and boosting it. But anyway, this CVS, I felt so bad for them. Everything Do you hear me when I say over 90% of that store was caged up? And the only things that was left out was a small 10%. And I know they were still coming in there and stealing that. That means everything you needed, you had to wait for someone to come get it for you. But I found it strange that it wasn't nobody there to get it for you. It was only like one cashier, maybe a manager in the back, something. It may have been one additional person that I just didn't eyewitness. Could have been in the back of the store. I don't know. But it's like you standing there till Jesus come back for like a pack of tissue. No man knows the day or the hour the Son of Man coming with shit. I'm about to shit right here because I gotta go. How can I need some tissue, please? Can you get, you know? But anyway, they robbed them blind and now they're out of business. And I ended up crying one day, not because of my fucking availability, locations, everything, you know, being fucked up, but for the people, for the store owners, for the people who are about something. Even if it ain't much right now, you still got time. Today is a new day. Go get as much as you can, okay? I feel sorry that they lost their CVS. You know, I would go into the Safeway, look at the seafood section. It's a very low selection to begin with, and all of it looks bad. They can't afford to keep getting shit in there because everyone keeps stealing everything out or just walking out. You know, and I cried for them. Like, y'all stop, please. Don't put this Safeway. These people need Safeway. If you don't have the money, don't come in here. Don't come in here. Wait till your food stamps drop. Don't sell them and come in here and buy you something to eat. Stop. They don't deserve that. I mean, I'm just everywhere. And I know these niggas laughing at me. I know they are. And I didn't understand. If you're caught in the act of stealing, you're supposed to go to jail. I started to see something. I think personnel, we know the hierarchy and the level where the filth starts, wherever that starts, them. I think they like to rob DC blind. No, I'm a Washingtonian. I should have any and everything I want to. People steal and don't nobody do nothing. What they do is they show forth a fabrication of what's supposed to be, like a security guard or something like that, you know, in the main front and things like that to show forth, yeah, we don't allow that in our stores. But people go in there, load up, and move out just the same. And then they say, okay, well, you can't come in here with a backpack. Okay, well, I saw people, this guy, I shouldn't have, did erase that? It might be in my other backup or somewhere I can retrieve it. Came in a Dollar Tree when I was working there. Didn't have a bag because they were saying keep your bags up front. But he stuffed every fucking toothpaste that he could possibly get in his little nasty pants. And I was right there on the step recording his ass. Because I was on break. I was on smoke break. I had 10 minutes. Or maybe I was on my 30 minute. And he was pulling everything out of his pants looking around. Who see him? Was that an act? I don't know. Yeah, they're robbing. And I noticed everybody who signs up for Social Security, don't you stop nothing now. Keep the same energy. Everyone who signs up for Social Security in Washington, D.C. gets it. Everyone. Disabled or not, they make the paper trail. Made like everything's legit. All the doctors are this. Everyone gets it. Ain't nobody denied. I can see ain't nothing wrong with you, nigga. How the fuck you get it? And the window, as soon as they apply, they get it. Ain't no appeals, none of that. Whereas in other states, personnel that you can see that need, and people who fake and phony too. Whichever one, doesn't matter. You gotta wait. Most times you're immediately denied. Most times you have to appeal and stuff like that. And sometimes the appeal is still even denied me. Yeah, I done seen it all, both sides of it. Mm-hmm. I would see personnel I can smell and see education. I can. For one, I love it. I'm gifted, and the world needs a lot more of it. But coming into, Dollar Tree sells food items, I would see people who were of a degreed caliber, might even go out and get inside of a Mercedes Benz. Tell me why they got an EBT card. And as soon as I ring them up, you can see the balance at the end of it. They'd have thousands of dollars, at least 1,000 and some change on their EBT card. I'm like, how did you get that? I blamed on maybe Steve Carter, but 1,000, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And then one of the managers who was cool with me, at least firsthand, she kind of acted like I didn't exist or didn't matter a lot of time. But other than that, she didn't come at me like the other managers did. I saw her EBT card. She got one child. And I saw her EBT balance after she bought some snacks and stuff. And she had over 1,000. I said, well, maybe these guys had a savings plan, man. Maybe, maybe it's food scarcity and these hoes only buy what the hell they need to get by, try to be frugal. Now, honey, that ain't it. I try my best to look for the best in people. I really do. I take everything into consideration. And a lot of times the things I take into consideration, in fact, do be true. It's just not up here. Not up here. These motherfuckers know the game and they play in DC. And And I'm wondering if them low down dirty Social Security workers who did me dirt dog dirty wrong, the one on D Street, right up there in the mix of some big buildings, She did me so wrong. I'll get to that. But I'm wondering, are you reconfiguring in that paperwork that these personnel who damn near seem like everyone who signs up for Social Security up here is from somewhere else and not up here in the city? I wonder. I want an investigation to be conducted. I went to Social Security, telling Social Security that all of my things, my whole briefcase was just stolen. Seeing there's a lot of scams and stuff in the world, I can't get through over the telephone to my creditors and stuff like that. You need various documents in order to prove who you are, all the way before we can release any type of a new card to you and all this other stuff, It's just a lot. And I told her, I don't have anything. What did I have? I had some form to prove my identity. She said, what you need to do is go to your doctor and get something with your name and your medical number on it. Because we're doing things by appointment now. Yeah. Okay, I got that. And I think she said, ma'am, I don't have any money right now. Everything, including my Direct Express card, has been stolen. And Direct Express won't speak to me. It was just a lot of stuff. She told me what to do. I need help today, ma'am. Okay, well, you can get help. You just have to make an appointment. And when you come back for your appointment, bring me all the documents that I'm saying that I prove who you are, at least so I can talk to you and stuff like that, and da-da-da. And I'll take care of it. I said, ma'am, my Social Security is technically in limbo right now. My card, I canceled that card and got another one reissued. But upon trying to activate the card, I'm thinking it would be like it was back in the day. I do know scammers and stuff like that exist big time and growing, but I didn't know to the point where it would be all the way down to where it would start affecting me. You know, back in the day, you could just call and activate the new card that came to you and your address, you know, and I had to prove my identity before I could get my card activated. At this time, I don't have the money to pay my phone bill, to pay my internet, you know what I'm saying, of stuff like that. So I had to, I just went through hell, and the lady wouldn't help me, but she promised me upon returning with these small amount of documents, that's the gateway of how to come back and start to slowly get your life back on track and stuff like that. I said, okay, I did all that, and I come back asking her to help me according to what she promised me. You know what this lady said? Oh, you need an appointment for that. Oh, I don't do Direct Express. This horrible attitude black bitch in D Street. The main one. Next! One of them kind. I said, but ma'am, I got the documents that you asked me for. Now I can't get into my ss.gov website or what have you, because I'm locked out. I can't get in. I need you to help me reset that so that I can get in there. You're the only one that can help me at this point, you know, so that I can go through and do my own rerouting my direct deposit to another pay card that I was able to get. Oh, you need another appointment for that? Ma'am, my money is in limbo. They're still giving me direct deposit, okay, on this card. I have the new card, but I can't get to Direct Express because I don't have my pictorial identification. It's a lot of stuff. It takes money to get that. I'm tied up. My hands are tied right now. I need your help. Can something be done? You know, I have my social security card. I have my medical number and name and all this other stuff, pieces of mail, whatever else I have my birth certificate even. I think I had. Yeah, I did have my birth certificate. Well, that's not a form of this, that. And you're gonna have to make another appointment and you need all that. But ma'am, you told me if I just got these things, which I come back and done, you said that you would help me. You need an appointment, like I said. And all this other stuff, loud and everything, you know. And I said, okay, well, ma'am, I need to speak to your supervisor. She's going to tell you the same thing I just told you. Well, ma'am, I would like to speak to your supervisor. Okay. She go back and get them. They stay back there momentarily. I can hear them. Or could my people hear them? I don't know. And then when the manager comes out, I said, okay, I know you were already briefed on everything that, you know, she's disallowing me right now, that I am in dire need right now. My back is against the wall. I need help with these things and all this. Well, I can't help you. She was a little semi-calmer, nicer, but it's game. Did you did it? Yes, I did it. Per the briefing, you were advised that I such and such, such and such, such and such. Okay, well, what is it that you want? What is it that you want? She pulls that. I went through a lot. They denied me the things that I was supposed to have got the first visit. I went ahead and took the appointment and come back the next visit and all this other stuff. I was denied again. And this lady is denying to my face in front of her face, because see, it's word. It wasn't nothing in document. It was word. That when you come back, this is that. And I said, but this lady, she told me that if I just get these documents here and come back, then you all could help me move forward with something that wasn't my fault. You know, me getting everything stolen from me and stuff. I can in fact prove who I am. These things that I've got can prove who I am. She told me to get it, I've gotten it and everything. And such and such, giving me to run around the red door and all this other stuff. And I said, okay, ma'am, that's not correct. Well, it's nothing I can do. What do you want me to do? And stuff just like that. And then, like, when she finally left, the lady was right here. I said, you are a liar. She said, you know what, ma'am? Have a good day. And closed the fucking window in my face. After that, my voice begins to elevate. I'm not hurling insults or threats. I'm saying, how dare you do me that way? That is not right. That is unfair. That is not just. And I want justice. I want justice. I want justice, and I want it now. Because that is not fair. I mean, you know, they got loud where everyone else could hear, as though like I'm doing something wrong. You know, the other personnel sitting in, the security guards and all this other stuff, as though I'm wrong, I'm in the fault, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, it's a conspiracy on that level, you know. But anyhow, it's nothing I can do, da 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 da. And then the security guard was like, when I started speaking some terms of higher education that only someone who's just conscious of the world around them knows, you know, that's when she started to change her tone and her attitude and approach to me. Because you're not far from the big dogs. You ain't far at all. And so what they do is they play and give this energy and air and facial expression, mannerisms, and all this other stuff of I'm not afraid of who you go tell type of thing. When in fact, you know a meeting was called, child. You know it was. You know it was. And she said that she's going to send you an appointment time in the mail. Okay? So you can come back and do all the stuff I was supposed to have done that day. And then I was like, so when this whole supervisor, another Spanish bitch, of which you wish them happy Heritage Month, they just look at you and don't say nothing. You know, it's like, okay, well, bitch, stick to cleaning in. You know, I see doctors and lawyers and y'all and all this other stuff. Stick to your broom. Because guess what, bitch? I'm mixed. I'm mixed as fuck. And as far as it pertains to the Northeast, bitch, I denounce every Hispanic heritage in my bloodline and DNA. Yes, I do. Fuck you too, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Hell, matter of fact, my house needs to be cleaned up because of y'all. You come over here and do some motherfucking cleaning, bitch. You old stupid ass hoe. I sure fucking did. I don't give a fuck no more. I'm tired. I know the way you va. I'm tired of being disrespected. I don't give a fuck. Tú es basura. Tú eres basura. Basura is trash. But anyway, they did me shit dirty wrong. And then they told, oh, okay, well, since she's a supervisor, I'm going to make you another appointment. When Christmas time, when about Christmas, because I already know how that game goes. Yeah. And she didn't like that I clocked her. And clocked her aloud, too. You know. But anyway, they're going to get theirs. And they know it. I'm glad they do. Ciao. So, it's just a lot. It's a lot to be uncovered and investigated for the first time. Anyway, I'm gonna pause the video. Okay, I want to talk about gang stalking a little bit. Are you all familiar with gang stalking? Not necessarily a gang of any type of affiliation, side of town, or what have you, gang stalking. But gang stalking is a form of intimidation methods that a lot of personnel who are well versed in this witchcraft stuff, I'm coming up behind you, darling. I knew exactly what the fuck's going on. Because, honey, I was Jesus Christ, Him crucified too for many a moons. And whatever that was, it consisted and comprised of, we all, we didn't know no better. Who was good people just didn't know no better, blamed it on the devil and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, baby, I got you though. Gang stalking is a form of intimidation that personnel use, and they utilize witchcraft in terms of telepathic messages one towards another and stuff like that. If you believe that telepathy is not real, think again. It's very real. It's utilized in the whole witchcraft type of thing or craft. To telepath a message to someone is not bad. It depends on the intent on both ends, the reason why you telepath the message and stuff like that. They like to categorize that type of thing as schizophrenia and all this other stuff only when, honey, a lot of that shit is dark magic and they're trying to get over and do something. They're trying to kill someone, trying to set someone up, trying to frame someone and things of that nature. Yes, it's in fact true. Look these things up, okay? And so, anyhow, they telepath messages on my whereabouts and stuff like that. Saying having people, and it's a such thing as astral travel. Are you all familiar with astral travel? That sounds like astronaut. Well, it's kind of like say for instance, my body is right here in the physicality thereof. However, with spiritual gifts that are meant for the good, okay, how the world started in origin is all good, to astral travel, your physical presence will be right here. However, it's a such thing as an out-of-body experience where like your spirit man or something like that. I don't know how it all really goes to in terms of the breakdown of the physicality because, again, it's magic. A lot of things in magic, hell, damn near all of it can't be explained by way via a type of a physical, tangible type of way, beauty, aerodynamics, science. You can't explain it. It's like a phenomenon. And the origin of all magic is beautiful, guys. And if you're using that type of thing for anything other than good of yourself, your family, mankind, trust me, your end is near. Trying to take somebody out who you're jealous of, your time is near. You know what I'm saying? Someone who's trying to get you, and you don't deserve that. You're innocent. Trust me, your hands are clean, sweetheart. We crack it down on every fucking thing. Seen and unseen. It's time. Anyway, going back to this, astral travel where your physical body will be here, but your spiritual body can travel to different places. How far can it go in terms of crossing states or borders, other countries? I don't know yet, but it will be solidified very soon. I assure you that. So like, I'm here, but someone, say for instance, that bitch in Social Security, she can be right here at my home with me, watching me, seeing everything that it is that I'm doing, listening to everything that I'm saying, and then telepathing the message to personnel within the company, to her friends, her family, or what have you all. And this whole takedown of me type of thing. And whoever their target would and have in the past time be. Okay? That's how that goes. Impossible, baby. That's very possible. They do it all the time. African descended personnel, oh God, they're some of the master travelers. So what they do is all African people, I'm talking about African from African. Every race has some great, wonderful, astounding people, and every race also has some horrible, detestable people. Let me say that as a disclosure. Now, with that, going back to the Africans, because they are known, not all of them, many of them are wonderful doctors and stuff like that. We applaud them. We need them too. They're great. Anyone of a great person, great heart, you're needed at this point. That's how all humanity should be. I'm trying to get everyone's heart to be. But if you don't want it to be, baby, we got something for you. I'm telling you now. But anyway, going back to the darker side of African personnel, their spirituality and stuff like that. These various spirits that they call on. But forget that for a second. It's a good thing when you use it for good. But they're master travelers. And what they do is, they allow sometimes for their scamming works and stuff to be detected on a physicality type of thing, so that you, the victim, will not know that they can easily travel to your very shielded laptop or what have you in Starbucks and get your information or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Then they can spiritually travel behind you and see that shit. Because mind you, if you have some of those shielders, of which more people need those, I don't see why everyone doesn't have those with all these fucking horrible people in the world try to steal your shit and they don't want to go get it themselves. But anyway, mind you, those shielders aren't from anyone to your left or right looking onto your computer. Only you, the person sitting inside your head there, can see what's on your laptop. However, spiritual people, such as the Africans we're going to pull out right now, who like are the masters at this shit, they do it the best. When it's good, you should be the best. But when it's not, listen up. They travel in front of your computer and get all your information. They use magic to make you think that, oh, I need to go check on something. Let me go on my settings. Let me go on my account or what have you. And then they go and they take your information out of it. And as they're seeing it, I don't know if they pictorially can teleport shit or what have you, like take a spiritual, or are they calling out your numbers, your account number, your routing number, your passwords and stuff, your mother's maiden name, things of that nature? Baby, it's serious, honey. I know what the fuck's going on, and it's coming to a cease. If you cease it up on your own, it doesn't matter. You're still held accountable for all the things that you've done thus far. I gives no fucks because you don't. Next case. So anyway, so what they do is they don't want you to know that they are using spiritual things. They think they're smart. The good Africans are smart as a tack. They play this whole like thick accent, you know. I love a lot of good African people. I love them dearly and they love me too, and it's sincere, okay? Africans are very smart. They play this language barrier stuff, the la la la. It's bullshit. They're very smart. And they're getting people's information and wreaking havoc with it. End of the fucking day. And see, some of those things that they do, it's a lot of African descended people up here. And they're full of shit. Every last one of them that I've come across. And the ones that I haven't yet. Unless they're all the way at the tippy top. Now, something else I wanted to talk about. The mass majority and the beautiful power of Washington, D.C. are, in fact, wonderful people who live by the very things that they, you know, technically make other people do. Okay? They live by the same thing. However, over time, sporadically, it's the mass majority who's good. Understand that. But over time, sporadic people from the lower ends have made it their due diligence business to work their way up to the ranks. Okay? And they're no good. They play and pose like, oh yeah, we're for the people, blah, blah. They're full of shit. They're full of shit. However, if you're not doing anything that's your full of shit capacity, hey, your hands are clean. But your intentions ain't, and I got something for you, believe me. Because you're waiting for an opportunity to do some destructive shit of which you're not going to have the ability to. Sign me, not me. Okay? You're welcome. But anyway, moving right along. Just like Putin got ultra protection in Russia, can't nobody get to him, can't nobody touch him. Trump got the same protection, boo. Believe that to be true. Okay? Now we got that out of the way. Take that as a word of advice. Okay? Okay. But anyway, this world needs help. Let your heart beat. Find a way. Let your heart beat. You still got one. Use it. Use it. Use it. Because the right way and love always wins. No matter how long you've had a run-in with doing things on the dark end. Pause the video. I'm back. Oh yeah, Trumpy. I forgot. You're Scottish too. Trumpy is so mixed. Trumpy is so mixed. And last night, I felt dopamine and the other chemical being inserted in me when I was on my porch. The other side of me pleading for help. Wondering was someone coming to helicopter down where I was to pull me out since I'm in enemy's territory. She's not Marine. I am. You know, I could take on whoever got a problem with me by the millions. What's good? One person, army here. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, I think they not only try to finagle and pull out my weaker, it's not even weak, it's sweet and sincere. Sweetness and sincerity is never weak, guys. I gotta get y'all out of that. The main enemy, my brother put that, shadow casted it when I utilized terms of coverage over the world. Okay? That's a good thing to be. Because that's what we all started out as, you know, originally. But anyway, to have their whole, because they never thought a day like this would come. I kept telling them, stop bothering me, stop bothering me. They thought I was going to go to the Supreme Court about it. That's what they thought. They thought I was going to climb through the ranks. And those persons, the select few that sporadically here or there amongst you and the great government of Washington, D.C., are on alert for something like that. I'm telling you. They're on alert for things like that. And see, you know the garbage that's down here. And you got sworn in and everything. Oh, yeah. Okay. You ain't done nothing yet, but you got knowledge of it as though you don't know. I'm a full spectrum person, honey. Stop the nonsense. And so I feel like they try to pull out my weaker, it's not weak, but to them it's weak. My sweet personality, add endorphins, dopamine, and the other chemical and stuff like that. Because I feel like I was about to laugh on my porch. My sweet, that wasn't a laughing moment. I can count that up to 3 times. These people are wicked, y'all. Don't come here. I can handle them. Y'all can't. Don't come here. And see, remember how I said they want me to pack up and leave? The one time I ended up going back to Florida, that wasn't no issue. When Tyquise Williams pissed me off. When the whole house is done shit towards me, by me, and conspiracized against me, I got all the evidence in my phone recorded and written down. And I told you that I had this, and I submitted a lot of that to you, or what have you. That all the injustices that I was going through in that fucking transitional house amongst that fuck ass lawyer and everything. And the rest of the nothings in the house as well. What I was going through. And then here come the meeting. And you start out the meeting, if I don't like it, I can leave. Oh yeah? That kind of filth. They sent a good looking, a scrawny ass piece of shit in there, you know what I'm saying, to woo down the personnel who be weak for that. I'm not weak for looks. I'm weak for heart. That's what I'm weak for, honey. Looks ain't shit to me. I'll take someone who you would consider look like shit and boo them up compared to your ass, bitch. Because you ain't shit to me, ho. Believe that. All femmy and shit like that. That shit turns me on. And you look good. Jesus Christ. Sarkeesian Williams fine as fuck. But I found out that's also one I can't trust. Used to work for the UDC and all this other crap. Please. You're a menace. Considered having you as my executive when I told you who I really was and I was all the way about. Fuck that. You take my company, my name down, oh baby, please. Anyway, yeah. CFLS, Community Family Life Services, is full of shit. First location in Judiciary Square. Yeah. Next door to that church over there. They moved to Fort Totten. Amongst the working class personnel. Amongst all that fucking shit in the ceiling and mold and mildew and rust and yuck. Grotesque. Motherfuckers passing the fucking inspection. How? Whose dick did you suck to get that to happen? Because this place, how in the hell could this place pass a goddamn inspection? A Section 8, like a voucher inspection? How? I love mousy powers. But, however, we know that due to no fault of their original own, their little vehicles can carry diseases and stuff like that. How in the hell? You got mousies climbing up through the stove, according to that now. Now, I love the mousies, but according to that, mice crawling up through the decrepit ass, disgusting, filthy, putrid ass fucking stove, leaving shit turds all around it for the consumers to go and cook as it was a unitary fold type of living, SRO type of thing. Yeah. Milestone place. That. Going to live there is like you would rather a milestone be wrapped around your neck and dropped in the middle of the sea. Like, that's how bad that place is. Yeah. Their kitchens have brand new appliances and stuff like that, and they want you to see that shit. If there will ever be someone like me come through here, they want you to see that. Their kitchen has a nice brand new stainless steel refrigerator. Their kitchen has a nice stove in their oven. Their kitchen has a nice air fryer and convection oven and everything in their blender, Ninja, hey, all that. But your room and your kitchen looks like trash. Yeah, their bathrooms are cleansed and all this other stuff. How come my bathroom isn't? Ew. How come my unit? How come all this one floor of women have to share in someone else's unit their fucking their freezer? You have a little small compact unit in your fucking room. Can't put up a television. You said the walls won't sustain one. You can't mount the television? No. You can't bring no furniture in here either, really. But I'm paying rent, though. Well, that's just how it goes. Kind of, you want to stay here or not. Okay. The maintenance man of Hispanic, really Arabian playing Hispanic. Bitch, I've been clocked you long ago. You're dismissed. You know, they got such a great fucking beating heart. It's a fabrication. It's sociopathic tendencies, I'm telling you. They mimic the greats. Great-hearted personnel. Great persons who do great business as well. They mimic that shit. And, like, that's what they are. They're far from. They're trash. Signed up for, chosen to be. Okay? Mind you. Anyway. The walls can't sustain a mounted television. Oh, yeah. Well, there's a mounted television right there in the office. Silence. And there was a hush. It's kind of like, well, okay, Ann, but you can't have one, though. Shelby. What was this bitch? The executive. What was Cheryl Pope? Oh, God. I was so in love with Miss Pope. At first, she really showcased concern, professionalism, and stuff like that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Had the small titties. I love little titties, everything. But she is Cruella de Vil. And the worst. All of them. They're all trash. But because I got smiles every now and again. Those good feelings that they know, they see she has those on her own. It's just mimic that back how we used to doing all this other stuff. I make her feel like everything's okay. Give her a wink and a smile. The next thing I know, Cheryl Pope put me out the house. Because I'm acknowledging what Tykees and the rest of the house had done and conspiratized against me. And then you talking about something, I got 3 days to get out or what have you in writing and all this other shit, blah, 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 blah. You have violated, blah, 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 blah. But what about the violations that I encountered? Now when I speak or respond, that's been expedited. I got to get the fuck out. Oh, yeah. We're all sexual beings and stuff like that, okay? Understand that. We're supposed to. I'm trying to break down the walls of that. Sometimes you find love in a workplace. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? It's just how people have taken it and, want favoritism and stuff like that when fair is fair. You see what I'm saying? You have to govern yourselves accordingly in order for this stuff to work. Your heart has to beat first from each one to each one in order for those type of barriers to be broken down. You see what I'm saying? And I think those things, when I was much younger, became in effect because personnel saw Washington, D.C. must have seen that, listen, that starts problems. It wasn't intentional, but it eventually starts them. And actually, I think I would see that probably from state to state as people, was for life and everything like that. But when this idiot, my brother, is sparking fires and stuff like that, trying to dismantle humanity, and with love, no, that's what we need, but anyhow, it's a lot. You can't have any type of relationships like that. But anyhow, going back to, and I told her, Takis did me wrong and everything like that, and and I called Takis La Punta. You said you're American, all this other stuff. Okay, well, you don't know what the hell I said. Some of us speak different. I said, I didn't call Takis anything in English. Well, some of us speak different languages, and you, I sure fucking did call Takis a fucking bitch. Because that's what that hoe was acting like towards me. You gonna shit on me? You told me to come back from Florida. I packed up my shit out of that house and I left, never to come back. But see, you can't watch me in Florida. You don't know if that's what it was. You can't watch me in Florida like that, and you don't know who I'm talking to in Florida lawfully about my encounters in D.C. That's why that bitch called me back. I thought you was having a second chance, a second heart, or something like that. Realized that let's just start over or something like that. That's what I thought it was. It wasn't. It wasn't. So, wow, we can work it out. Yeah, I'm coming back, guys. I'm on my way. And I pack my shit and I get on that damn train. To only a couple of weeks later, shit hits the fan and hits it worse than the first time I left. They did me wrong. Wrong. I had picture evidence. I had video recorded. I had documentation times, the altercations that Cheryl was starting with me in the house and everything. Yeah, Cheryl Pickford. She can't be a armed SPO. That's a special police officer, because she has a record now. You're decoding some shit to me in a roundabout way, saying she took an 18-year-old, technically saying I'm younger than she is. She's older, she's like 50-something. They beat for blood up here in D.C., Maryland. That's where she's from. She won't tell you that she's from Maryland. That tall piece of shit that I love with all my heart is from Maryland. Yeah, so Maryland, D.C., that works for the funeral home. They beat for blood. They beat to kill you. She said she beat an 18-year-old in a coma. The little bitch said something and she beat her to a coma or a lie, and now it's messed up her record for life. That would sound like it was a two-sided, saying that out of all the stuff that they're going to continue to thrust me through up here, it will make you do something like that, for one. And then it's going to mess up your what's the name for life, And also saying, the bitch, that's what I'm going to do to you. Bitch, that bitch ain't never fucking touched me. I ain't going to say, oh, black ass know better, bitch. Yeah. That was such a sweet pushover. I'm sweet, but I ain't nobody's pushover, bitch. Find out. Anyway. Give a fuck about you. Bitch, where your whole family? Tell them come through. Bitch, I got something. I'm not afraid of you, bitch. What's wrong with you? You can't use the term, you better ask somebody, because baby, you ain't got nobody to ask, or don't nobody know about the hands and pictures that I got. But I don't need nobody. I don't need no backup, bitch. I don't. You can find out. That's not what this video was about, but bitch, I'm steaming, and there goes some steam right there. But every word I do say, I do mean. Remember that. But anyway, and I also found something up here. When people offend you, do something grotesque towards you, and the moment you acknowledge you're going to stop that shit, that's when they say, I'm going to get my family in it. Wait, excuse me? And then the heart that's still beating on this side somewhere, but I'm out, says, your family doesn't have anything to do with this. This is between me and you. If you love your family, and I know you do, don't bring them into this. Because I'm going to handle you. I don't want your family to get handled along with you, because they didn't do anything to me. They don't deserve that. And I know you love them. I'm trying to talk you through this, but I'm about to get through with this. And I'm just going to keep it right there. Don't bring someone you love into this, because I want them to continue to live their life, okay? I do. I was more frank than that, but hey, whatever. If anything, you need to bring your family into this so they can ask you what the hell done got into you, bitch. We need to talk. Can we have a conversation? What's wrong with talking? This is Washington, D.C. What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas up here talking? Can we talk? What is the problem? Let's find a solution and move forward. What is wrong with y'all? Don't bring nobody you love in this, man, because they're going to lose the very thing that's spelled L-I-F-E. I'm going to tell you right now. Leave your loved ones out of this. And because you choose to continue to keep choosing to act so unloving towards me, they about to lose you. And that's not fair to them. I think about everybody. Because you will act stupid towards me, constantly, and threaten me, bitch, I got something for you. But when you got family, they need you. Y'all don't know what I've been through up here, man. I'm telling you, because I know I'm wrong. Oh, God. I know about people who make brash decisions and stuff like that, and it ends up them getting their life taken. And now you're not the only one that's just gone. It's like your family leaves too. Their heart, their emotions, they love and they miss you. I'm not ignorant to none of these type of things, man. I'm not. Anyway, I'll be back later. Take care to them.